But then there's this Dawson guy that comes along, and he's been through the business. He understands the business. But not only that, but he's teaching. He's teaching the business. Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
Good, buddy. Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Man, thanks a lot. Dude, you get me so emotional. So
This is what winning sounds like.
I told the story of every time I said Natalie's book to somebody. I tell about the Grant story, the Grant Cardone, and here this guy is, and hey, man, I was a $40, $50 million business until about 2 years ago, and I got my balls just completely whacked, cut in, kicked, up. So we did $6 million in 2020, right? $6 million. My expenses are about $6 million, okay? So I don't know where that profit margin came out of, but man, so I was down, and I listened to Grant, and Grant said, "Hey, I don't care if you listen to me, just listen to one person, but only listen to one person. Don't listen to, Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar and all these other people." So I started listening to Grant. I started listening to Grant. I was like, man, you know what? Man, I like this guy. Okay, so he's a little eccentric, and I was like, okay, well, I get used to this guy, and I listened to him, and then Brandon came along, and I was like, Brandon is such an incredible offset to Grant, because not that Grant's not smart, he's an incredibly smart guy in his space, right? But then there's this Dawson guy that comes along, and he's been through the business, he understands the business, but not only that, but he's teaching the business. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So we went from 6 million last year, or 2020, we did 25 million this year. If I don't hit 60 million, 10x it in 2 years, I'll be surprised. My goal is 100 million this year, but I'm reaching way out there, right? And but anyway, I've been talking to my team, but taking Natalie's book, and when I first heard about Natalie's book, Brandon was crying about it, because Brandon was so proud of Natalie. If anybody heard that, if anybody was on that call at that time, Brandon's crying because he was so happy for Natalie. And I was like, yeah, okay, man, that sounds great. And I like Natalie. I've heard her several times, and I'm kind of getting into it. And then, man, I start reading the book, and I'm like, man, now I know why Brandon's so proud of Natalie, man. This is life-changing. So every day I'm sitting there talking to my team, which we're kind of spread out, but I said, hey, man, what are your goals for 2022? And he goes, what? Who is this? Sounds like Jay Young, but it doesn't really, it's not Jay Young's, demeanor. And because I've been in business for, 25 years or longer, and people are like, they don't understand or see me, but they do. So, man, Brandon, man, I tell you, I'm with Matt on the 10X, on the platforming. We're going to 10X it this year. We're going to 10X it from 2 years ago, which, I'm hoping to do more, but I'm going to do at least a 10X this year. And man, I just tell you, man, I thank God first, but I thank you guys second. Because not only did I give me that inspiration that I needed, with Grant, but it also gave me the tools necessary to get my team back in place. Because, man, my wife didn't want to talk to me, man, a couple of years ago. And I was just so drugged down, and I was like, oh, man, I don't know what to do, how to do it. I've done this before, but, and man, it got back, and man, I'm 100%, man. Not 100%. But I'm getting there, and it's all because of you guys and everything else. Heather,
I
thank you so
appreciate
much.
that, Jay, and congratulations. And I heard that to show the team that you still got it, that you decided to throw 5 million of personal production on the books last month.
Man, absolutely, dude. I tell you what, it was an incredible year.